This might actually be the only film I've ever seen where most of the people in the cinema have cried, but halfway through it's just a surround sound of people going grown men coming out like it's just the air conditioning, I swear. To be honest with you, I'd never heard of The Fault in Our Stars before this film. I haven't read the book and I didn't know anything other than the basic premise. All I knew is that it's one of these franchises that teenage girls absolutely love and will tear you apart if you say anything even slightly bad about it, like Twilight or Harry Potter or One Direction. And I was so ready to write this off as soppy bullshit, but I kinda liked it. I haven't read the book, so this isn't a review of the book or the movie's faithfulness to the source material or anything like that. This is just my opinion on the film. We all know that book adaptations are rubbish. Get over it. For the same reasons that I'm probably going to be quite disappointed when the Assassin's Creed movie comes out. As a fan of the book, you have it in your head how these characters should look and feel and act and sound and move. As somebody who hadn't read the book, I didn't have that. So to me, I really felt like the actors here did a good job. The film felt well cast, especially the two leads where, in the situation that they're in, both having cancer, it would be all too easy to make them pitiful. Shailene Woodley, or as my phone autocorrects her to Soylent Waddles, is absolutely a great choice as Hazel Grace and is totally believable as a girl who doesn't let her cancer define her and has a great outlook in life, but at the same time understands the gravity of her situation. Props to her parents as well. You've got Laura Dern from Jurassic Park and that guy whose name I can't remember who kills people in True Blood. Somebody's in safe hands. As I said, I was ready to just write this off. I was expecting nothing but a full-on cheese fest, but right at the start it's like, look, this isn't some perfect love story. In real life, shit happens. So I was like, cool, great, glad we're acknowledging that. Glad we're moving on. And for the most part it does stray away from the usual rom-com cliches, but far too many times it feels like it was aimed squarely at 14-year-olds who had just been dumped. Two characters kiss at the Anne Frank Museum, at which point everybody around them stops to applaud. Really? We're doing that now? And that thing with the metaphor where the guy puts a cigarette in his mouth and doesn't light it, if somebody did that in real life you'd be like, there was also a point where I looked around and realised the audience was 90% couples or groups of teenage girls. I was like, man, I'm in the wrong room. That being said, there was plenty that I did like. It was really smartly written, which is absolutely essential in a film like this. And it was also surprisingly funny. Two scenes really stood out which involved egg throwing and trophy smashing. Those who've seen it know what I'm talking about. It's just nice in the summer period filled with the craziness of massive superhero franchises or transforming robots to take a break and watch a nice, intimate, uplifting movie. And on it being uplifting, yeah, it's a bit weepy, but ultimately I don't think it's a film about the sadness of death, but the happiness of life. When I first came out of this film, I wanted to give it 3 popcorns. I was kind of bored at times, but the more that I think about it, there's not really much I can actually put my finger on being wrong. It's just not my kind of film. You definitely become emotionally invested in these characters, and by the end, so many people were crying, and clearly right into it. So I think I'm going to go one more and give it a 4 out of 5. And in case you're wondering, no, I didn't cry. Thanks very much for watching my review of The Fault in Our Stars. If you liked the video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to check out any of my other videos. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both at YourPalLee, and you can watch my recent videos by clicking the thumbnails below. Have a nice day, week, night, wherever it is in the world, and I'll see you next time.